Coach Kim, seasoned personal trainer, ready to give you a 15-minute full body mature adult or beginner workout. So get ready, put a smile on your face. Coach Kim's excited to give you your 15-minute beginner workout. This can be for mature adults or anybody who's in the mood to work out for 15 minutes and feel great. So if you have a chair nearby, that'd be really fabulous. Something nice and sturdy. A bridge chair would be fine. If you don't have a chair, you can stand by a wall, and that's for stability. And maybe some of you are like, I don't need that, that's fine. We're all different levels. So I'm gonna hold on to this chair. We're gonna start with a nice little march. So I'd like you to just lift up one leg and then the other. Try to bring so the leg is up at a 90 degree. Just keep moving. We're gonna march. We're gonna get that heart rate going. If you feel confident and you want to take your hand off and you can do this without holding on, that's fine too. You do what works for you. So I'm so proud of you for showing up. You said, I am going to move today because movement is medicine, motion is lotion. Let's get 10 more of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, didn't that feel great? We're going to give a nice full body workout today. And speaking of your body, this is a great tool. Your body's a machine, so let's plan on using it and moving it. So I want you to hold on to something steady. You're going to take your outside leg. You're going to do a little pendulum. Now notice how my body's staying upright and I'm just moving this leg back and forth. Such great for getting that hip moving. Just keep moving. Little pendulum. The standing knee is nice and spongy. It's soft. Perfect. And notice I'm not leaning back and forth. Let's get 5 more. That's 4. You're doing super. 3. That's 2. 1. Now let's trade up those legs. We got to even it out. And that's, keep going. We're going to get a total of 10 here. That's 3, 4. Oh, I can feel the hips saying thank you. And 6. And you could do this several times a day. 8, you get in the mood. You can turn this on later this afternoon. Or in the morning, first thing in the morning. Let's get 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Perfect. Now, what I'd like you to do is lift up the leg behind you. It's kind of like you're giving your butt a little kick here. And we all need a good butt kick once in a while. So picking up the foot, you're going to feel this in the back of the legs a little bit. A little stretch in the top. And you are working that heart. You're working the legs. If you want to get a little fancy dancy, try to do it without holding on. That's great too. Again, all I ask is you do what works for you. Keep going. You've got 10 more. That's 9, 8, 7, 6. Feels good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So holding on to something, I'd like you to put, if you have the chair or the wall, you can even just put both hands on your legs. Sit your butt back and stretch your hamstrings. That's the back of the leg there. And just hold the stretches. Anywhere between 10 and 20 seconds is fine. Just breathe through that motion, and stretching is slight discomfort, definitely not pain. If you feel pain, then you're stretching too hard. And let's switch to the other side. There we go. You know our animals. Do you notice cats and dogs? The first thing they do in the morning is get up and stretch. We're meant to stretch and you feel better. So that's what we're doing. We're getting a little heart involved today. We're working the muscles. We're stretching. We're strengthening. Perfect. So I'd like you to hold on, anchor yourself. You're going to take your outer leg and you're going to lift it out and back. Beautiful. Nice exercise for the hips here. This is called abduction for little outer leg lift. 5. Perfect. Standing knee is soft. 6, 7. Notice how I'm not leaning. 8. I'm not leaning either way. 9, 10. Let's switch legs. So that's 1. Standing leg is soft. 2. Notice my body's nice and upright. 3. Keep going. 4, you're doing great. 5, don't you feel better already? 6, I bet you do. 7, every cell in your body says thank you. 8, keep going. 9, 10, beautiful. Now, next one I'm going to give you. Your feet are going to be shoulder width. I'd like both of your toes facing forward. If you need to hold on to a chair, you are welcome to do that. Otherwise, I'd like you to try to sit, do a squat. You're going to stand up, and let's do a little rotate. So keep that head, I'm looking forward at you. You can let the head follow if you'd like to with your rotation. Keep your tummy nice and tight. Go into a squat. Now, if you're saying, oh, my knees are hurting, achy, just go a partial squat, just a little squat. That's 4. We're going to get 1 more. Into a little squat. And that's 5. Rest up. rest. Because now guess what? We're gonna do 5 more squats, but now we're gonna rotate from the opposite direction. So engage that core. It's kind of like someone gave you a little sucker punch in the belly button here. And you're gonna go a little squat, side, side. Beautiful. Squat's a very functional movement. You're gonna plan on doing this every day. We sit to stand. So this is gonna make you better at it. The more the muscles get stronger, you'll be able to perform this a lot easier. Maybe even without holding on to the arms of the chair. And rest. Beautiful. So what I'd like you to do with this one is you're gonna put both feet close together. Put your body, you're gonna lift up out to the side, lift your arm up, and then come back. So we're waking up that shoulder. Notice how my thumb is up, facing up like Fonzie, if anybody remembers Fonzie back in the Happy Days. You're gonna look up, being happy. I talk about that too. Abe Lincoln had a good quote. He says, we're about as happy as we make up our minds to be. And that body's really happy right now. So let's get a couple more. Step out to the side. You're lifting your arm up at the same time. And then rest. Now we're gonna go to the other side. Out. Now if you have to hold on, you can move your chair or move to the other side. If you don't have to hold on, that's even better. And maybe you can practice that, or just do a couple of them without holding on. And if you feel you need a little extra support, then hold on to the chair. I think you're doing super. Let's get 2 more for fun. 1 and 2. Beautiful. All right, next stretch. What I'd like you to do is put your left arm down by your side, your right hand on top of your head, and gently tilt to the side. Now notice how I'm not tilting my whole body. I'm just tilting my head, and I'm feeling a nice stretch on the outside of my neck. Now I'll tell you, with us, the 6 to 8 pounds we get to hold up every day. So it's good to do a little stretch. Now put your other hand on the side and tilt your head gentle. And you could do these stretches several times a day. Now I'd like you to take your head and roll it from left to right. And let's roll it again from right to left. Now have you noticed I'm going in a gentle semicircle only, moving that neck around. I told you I don't want to neglect any of your muscle groups today. Up and roll. Perfect. Let's do a whole big roll. Oh, didn't that feel nice? Yes, you know it did. Now what we're going to do this next one, I'd like you to go ahead and have a seat on your chair. So if you have a chair, that's great. Make sure it has back support, that's even better. Your feet are shoulder width. We're gonna do that squat again, but this time, sit to stand, your feet shoulder width, you're gonna come up, and I want you to completely sit down, go all the way back, and then push up. Now, if some of you are struggling with that, and you have to use a little push off your chair, that's fine, use that upper body. But the goal is to eventually do it without. So just another little sit to stand. Breathe out. Are your toes facing forward? Is your weight heavy on that back heel? And then stand up. And I'd like you to practice this 3 sets of 10 every day. And watch how much stronger you get. You could do it 1 set in the morning, 1 set at lunch, 1 set in the evening. Let's get 1 more for fun. All the way up and then come back down. Beautiful. I'd like you to go ahead, anchor your right hand. Okay, I'd like you to reach up and over. Nice stretch for your sides. Beautiful. So you can feel this on the side. Up, down. Let's get 1 more. Reach, and back down. Perfect. Now, a nice little rotational stretch. I'd like you to take your opposite hand on your opposite leg. So I'm using my left arm on my right knee. I'm going to put my other hand behind me, and I'm going to give a nice little gentle twist. Gentle twist. So I'm not overstretching. Beautiful. Now we'll go to the other side. So take your opposite hand behind, sit up tall. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? Love, love, love. I know my body's loving this right now. I'm sure yours is too. Now, I'd like you to put your hands on top of your legs here. Your back is supported, and some people might need to roll a little towel or pillow behind your back to get that nice support. So you're going to sit up tall. You're going to go up on those toes and back down. This is called a seated calf raise. You're going to feel this, yes, in the calves. Specifically the lower calves, that's 3. So up on those toes, 4. And what I want you to do is squeeze the calf muscle, 5. Oh, all the way up, 6. And I'm greedy on this one. I want 15 of them. 7, and you can do it. 8, I don't want any stinking thinking going on. 9. You know what stinking thinking is? I'm tired, my muscles hurt. We need to shift that thinking and say, you know what? I'm grateful I can move my body, and it feels good to move my body. So much to be grateful for. Let's get one more. Up and hold, hold. You feel that in the calf? Hold it, hold it. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Just kind of shake it out. What I'd like you to do is lean your back, take one foot. Ooh, did you hear that? I've got some Rice Krispies. I want you to rotate that ankle in both directions. Just keep moving it, shifting it back and forth in a couple circles. Go in the other way. Beautiful. We got to work those ankles. Now, what I'd like you to do is point and flex. Point and flex. You feel that in the quadricep, a little bit of the calves. All right, the other foot, one ankle wants some attention, so let's go ahead and rotate the ankle. You want to be pain-free? Well, one thing we need to do is move and take this medicine every day. And hopefully you're taking walks every day. Are you out there? Even just start with 5 minutes and work up to doing 10 and then 15, and maybe some of you can even do a 30-minute walk every day. Even a swim or a bike ride. Do something that gets that heart moving. You always feel better when you do. Okay, back and forth. Point and flex the foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good. Now what I'd like you to do is we're going to take one leg. Let's start with your right leg. Your back is flat. I want you to flex the foot, which means bring your toes up towards you. Hold that leg up and squeeze. Put your hand on there so you feel that muscle. Squeeze and hold that. That's 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg down. This is called a leg extension. All the way up. You ever heard of a leg extension machine in the gyms? Did you know 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣𝙬𝙣 was the first to originally create those machines back down? Who is 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣? Well, some of you out there cackling because you've heard of him already. He's considered the godfather of fitness, Mr. Jumping Jack himself. Bring it down. That man opened up the first gym in 1936. Did you know that, in Oakland, California? And back in that day, oh, they thought they were freaks if they worked out. Well, that man was on to something, Mr. 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣. Come back down. We're going to get one more rep. All the way up. He had the first fitness show that lasted over 30 years, switch up. Started in the early 50s. I'm all the way up, way before my time, but I'll tell you what, I've learned a lot about him. Drop down, and he was on to something. He said if people would move their bodies every day and eat food in its natural state, like fruits and vegetables, we'd be happier. Boy, it really, you're going to hear me talk a lot about 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣, and those of you that might have watched his show, 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣 Show, guess what he was doing? Exercises on a chair. So I will be your 2020 something 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣. Back down. All the way up, up, up. You're doing super. Let's get 2 more. Remember to keep that foot flexed towards you. Squeeze that quadricep. And those of you with knee issues, these are imperative. You want to strengthen all the muscles around the knee. Let's get one more for fun. All the way up. Squeeze that quadricep. And come back down. Beautiful job. What I'd like you to do on this is take one arm behind you like you have an itch back there on your back you can't reach. Take your other hand, cup it back, and stretch the tricep muscle. That's this muscle right here. Reach back. Oh, beautiful. Now we're going to go to the other side. Reach back. Stretch. Again, stretching should not be painful, just slightly discomfort. So as soon as you feel like you've met that point, just go ahead and stop. I'd like you to take your wrists now, if you don't mind, and let's do some wrist rolls. Big wrist rolls. Oh, you're doing a great job. Now reverse those wrist rolls. Excellent. And I'd like you to do what's called a blinker. Open and close those arms. With a blinker. Now blink quick. Blink, 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 blink. Perfect. Keep going. Keep smiling. Use lots of different muscles when you smile. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Shake that out. Perfect. Now extend one arm out straight in front of you. Put your other hand on top. Now notice your arm is straight. Don't keep it bent. Straight. And you can feel this right on top right here. You ever suffer with carpal tunnel syndrome? Or maybe some of you play golf or tennis. These are excellent stretches. And let's switch sides. Notice the palm is down. Pull it down gently. And feel a good stretch right up through here. Now we're going to go back to that original hand. Put your hand up like you're saying, stop. Stop. Don't do that. Put your arm up. Perfect. Oh, I'm so proud of you. This 15 minutes, and again, you could do this a couple times a day. And then switch to the other side. Beautiful. And thank you for joining me today. You guys have done a great job. And continue with your fitness. No matter what you do, keep smiling, keep moving, and keep being grateful. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. You did a great job, and I'm very, very proud of you. Make sure you always check with your physician. Make sure everything's in tip-top. So I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.